And good morning, Savannah and the Low Country. It's the coach and the AD. The AD's not here today. He'll be coming back and forth. He had a little assignment over at Calvary Day School, which we'll get to, but it's the coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report every Saturday morning from the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Okay, I'm Karl DeMasi. I'm glad you could join me. Chad Griffin is the AD. Over at Calvary Day School, they have a mass of games at the Specialty Sports Complex of middle school lacrosse. So if you want to watch middle school lacrosse, starts at 9 o'clock, goes all the way to 3 o'clock. Like I said, the AD, Chad Griffin, it's his stadium. He's got to take care of that. We got Calvary, we got Bluffton, we got Savannah Country Day, we got Savannah Christian. We got a whole bunch of middle schools playing lacrosse over there today. Well, like I say every week, I appreciate you coming on. We're part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. There are 5 shows now. Of course, the first one right over there, Rubbin' and Grubbin', all started way back in February of 2020 during COVID-19. They're on Wednesday nights. They do a great job. It's all NASCAR. They rub when they race, and they grub food off of John Henderson. So that's Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock on the internet, Facebook Live, YouTube. Check them out. Great job. Brandon Baines, Dan Foles, and, of course, the man himself, Lawrence Bennett, the producer, does a great job. Then, of course, you got the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, the coach and AD. We're here every Wednesday night at 7 with a little update, and then back Saturday mornings live to do the coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. All right. Then during major golf tournaments, we're going to have the 19th hole with the Herb brothers, Brent and Sean Herb. They do a great job. They'll be back April with the Masters, the U.S. Open, the British Open, the PGA Championship. They do a great job, and it's all outside at the Henderson Cabin. That's right, the Henderson Cabin, not the Butler Cabin, the Henderson Cabin on the sound stage. I'll be heading out there pretty soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. A little chilly lately, so I'm back inside. All right, and then, of course, we have 2 podcast shows. The one that's been on the longest, I think they got like 55 episodes now, the Hot Grid Podcast with Spencer Jadon, Travis Jadon, Spencer Maddox. Okay, 2 young guys. They got the lingo. They're hip. They're with the young people. And the Hot Grid Podcast comes out twice a week, 55 episodes. Check them out on Spotify. Check them out. Just put in Hot Grid's podcast. It'll come up. And then, of course, the new show, the Who's On First Major League Baseball show with the coach. That's right. And my man, the fanatic, Kyle Lawson. We're bringing it back. We've been doing it for 3 years. We're going to do it every week instead of once every 2 months. We'll bring it back. That'll start this week. I'll get you more information on that. So we have 5 shows now on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I got to remember, this is all reversed. All right, got a great lineup. Start off with all the local news and notes. I got a lot of that. We're going to bring on the Bananas, the Savannah Bananas. 5 years old. 5 years here in Savannah, Georgia. I got to slow down. I got to stop being so loud. Jesse Cole, Emily Cole, the owners, are going to be on here at 9:15 talking about their 5-year anniversary. Okay, it's going to be great. 9:15. 9:30, the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. That's why I got into this business. That's why I'm doing all this, to promote the good kids from Memorial Day School. He's only played 2 years. 2 years at Memorial Day School, and he scored over 1,000 points. George White, senior George White. And then we're going to bring on a former, I think he was a Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. I think he was unbelievable. Savannah Country Day, South Carolina, PGA Pro golfer Mark Silvers is going to talk about catching up with Mark, what he's doing, and he's helping a young man get better at Savannah Country Day, his alma mater, Reed Lauder. Great article on the Prep Sports Report about Reed Lauder. Go check it out. Travis Jadon, prepsportsreport.com. I'll post it on Facebook. I'll get it out there on Twitter. Just been a long day, long night. So once again, prepsportsreport.com. That's me too, the coach. All right, let's go to the news, okay? Let's step it off, okay? We do 3 in the door, 3 steps in the door. High school, college, and pro. Step number 1, kicking it off with high school news. Final 4 tonight, 7 o'clock. Windsor Forest boys are taking on Cross Creek, 7 p.m. up in Atlanta. If you go to Hooker TV, okay, guy does a great job. Local guy, follows Windsor Forest. He'll have it live. I don't know if it's on the National Federation High School website, but you can watch Windsor Forest tonight. Time out. Let me just check something here. Just got to make sure we're rolling. All right. Might have a little video problem here. So I got to be the producer too. So hold on. I'm looking at the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. All right, come on. Just double checking that we're live. Okay, here's the show. Okay, yeah, that's me babbling. Yeah, it's live. So once again, so you can watch it on Hooker TV. And, of course, I'll get you the spelling. I'll post it up on my website, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, you can watch Windsor Forest against CrossFit. Final Four, Coach Aaron Clark and the boys, Devontae Bash, Shamir Norman, Mario Caballero. Okay, so you got to get out there and watch it, okay? Caballero, if I messed up your name, I apologize. All right, so that's tonight. Let's do this right now. Here's a little highlight for you. You're going to love this. Second perfect game in this kid's career, okay? Let's see if we can get there. There we go. Got to thank my big guy, Frank Selkowski, for the highlights. 16 strikeouts last night. Perfect game. Carter Holton, Vanderbilt commit. He threw a perfect game as a freshman senior year. Here's 8 of those 16 strikeouts last night. Great job. I mean, you got to love it. You got to love it, okay? Benedictine High School All-American. Vanderbilt, Vandy boys commit. Carter Holton threw his second perfect game of his career. Once as a freshman, now as a senior, as BC beat Camden County last night, 10-0. You got to watch this last strikeout right here. If this is the last one, this is amazing. Watch this. Oh, no, that's a fastball. The last one, he throws a hook, okay? Great camera work, again, of course, my good friend Frank Selkowski, WJCL Sports Director and News Guy. Here it is. Nope, still another fastball. That must be number 7, okay? We're hanging on. I didn't count him this time, so let's see what happens. There it is. There's the hook. Caught him looking. Great job by Carter Holton, okay? But that's not the only no-hitter we had so far this year. Over at Calvary Day School, he's only a freshman. Another left-hander, Will Hampton, threw a perfect game, fanning 11 batters over 5 innings to lead Calvary on February 3rd. So, once again, great job by both these young men. Carter Holton, okay, Will Hampton, both can hit the ball also. I got to send out a big congratulations to my friend over in Hilton Head. The Hilton Head Christian girls won their third state title. That's right. Kenny Conroy, good friend of mine, third straight title, 3-peats. I got to get him on. And if you know anything about Kenny Conroy, he's been a SCISA coach all his life, came over here and led the Bible Baptist program before Bible Baptist no longer has basketball. So he does a great job. Kenny Conroy, you got to love him, okay? Hilton Head Christian Lady Eagles, state championships. And tonight, I'm going to stay across the bridge. Hilton Head High School boys go for a state championship. Let me find my notes. The Hilton Head boys are playing in the Class 4A finale in South Carolina High School League. This is the first time in school history. The Seahawks, you got to love that name, the Seahawks, will face South Point High School today at 12 noon for the state championship. Tonight, Windsor Forest, 7 o'clock to make it to the Final Four in Georgia High School. All right, let me flip it over. Baseball scores, we got a bunch of them, okay? Let's go with a bunch of them, okay? Calvary Day, 10, Swainsboro, nothing. Spanish Fort, 6, Savannah Christian, 4. Bob Jones, 10, Savannah Christian, 8. Wayne County, 4, Richmond Hill, 3. Bryan County, 12, First Presbyterian Christian Academy, 1. Metter, 2, South Effingham, 1. Soccer, Claxton boys beat Bryan County 5-0. Calvary Day over Aquinas in 2 overtimes. My man, the AD, is also a soccer coach at Calvary, Chad Griffin, in double overtime. Savannah Country Day beats Coastal Home School 8-0. South Effingham beats Statesboro 2-1. Islands against rival Savannah Arts Academy 2-0 boys. Girls side, Glen Academy 4, Richmond Hill 3. St. Vincent's 5, Savannah Christian 0. Bradwell 9, Effingham County 2. Aquinas beats the girls over there at Specialty Sports 3-2. Heartbreaker from what Coach Griffin told me. Savannah Arts Academy girls 3-0 over Islands. Okay, we had 2 signings this week. Well, we had like 4 signings this week. 2 at the Arts Academy, 2 at Jenkins. Okay, soccer standout Stephen O'Haron, who's playing for Tormenta, goalkeeper. He signed to go play college soccer at Georgia State. Tormenta goalie, Georgia State. Okay, Cammie Larry, tennis player. Okay, girl. She has not lost a region match in 3 years. Senior. She signed with Rhodes College. So 2 from the Arts Academy. 2 from Jenkins, football. Patrick Blake, the quarterback, signed with Shore University. Kieran Jones, I had to coach him in the first 2 years at Islands. Okay, he signed with St. Andrews University. This kid's special. Broke his fibula twice, coming back to finish out his college season. Savannah Country Day, golf. Savannah Country Day teenager, Reed Lauder, Check out the story on the prepsportsreport.com, written by the sportscaster, Travis Jardon, which is going to be a late addition to the show. We'll talk a little Windsor Forest basketball about 10:15 to compete with the pros at the Club Car Corn Ferry Tournament event at the end of the month here in Savannah at the Landings. Don't forget also, we got another guy, Tim O'Neill, got exemption to play also. So we got two Savannah guys, one 16 years old. Tim O'Neill, I think, is 48. You got to love it. We'll have Mark Silvers on about 9:45 to talk about that. Okay, I got a big shout out before we go to the break. I still got, let me see my time, 1 minute here. This young man, I had the pleasure of going up to Mercer University yesterday. Mercer University last Saturday, to watch the Mercer University Bears take on the Citadel Bulldogs. Javante Middleton, great kid, former Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, is wearing 0. The NCAA, great story on the Prep Sports Report that I wrote about Javante Middleton. He's wearing 0. The NCAA has now allowed teams to use the number 0. He'll be the first one in Citadel history, or he was the first one in Citadel history last week, but this will be the first home game this week against Chattanooga. He's only playing against his cousin. You might have heard the name, Ben Bruton at a Benedictine. So you got to love that. So we'll go from there. He got selected to wear 0. The military academy from now on at the Citadel will be number 0. Javante Middle is the first one to wear this. And here's the story how it all came about. Pretty interesting.
All time. He's definitely one of the best.
And joining us on the Coach's Corner hot seat as this week's former and president, Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, Javante Middleton from Charleston at the Citadel. Go Dogs.
How you doing, Coach? Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. Does that fight song get you pumped up?
Oh, it definitely does. Hearing that on Saturdays before the game, it gets everybody live, and it gets everybody standing on their feet and ready to play.
Hey, does the bagpipe band come out there and play that, or is it the regular band?
Oh, it's the regular band, but we definitely get some selections from the bagpipe band. And we love what they do on Saturdays as well.
And if you haven't seen that, you got to go check out the Citadel Bagpipe Band. I mean, just getting ready for this, I was getting psyched just watching all the stuff they do up there at the Citadel. And I promise you, buddy, Chad and I are going to do a road trip on a Saturday to come watch you play.
Okay, sounds good. Let me know when.
Chad, well, let's lead into it. The young man was named captain of the football team for the spring practice. And you're talking about number 0. Let's go right into it.
So, yeah, Javante, so talk about what that, one, how that progressed and what that meant. And 2, what does the number 0 mean for you guys at the Citadel and to wear that number?
Well, it's actually a funny story with the captain situation. One day last semester, I was laying in my bed. We were off from football, and my head coach, Brent Thompson, called my phone. And everybody knows college football. If the head man calls your phone, it's something bad. So he gets on the phone. It's like, hey, meet me outside your building. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out what did I do. I was late to a class that day, so I was thinking, okay, maybe he's about to talk to me about this. I was trying to see what grades I had, but he looked at me in the eyes and he just told me that I want you to be my captain for this upcoming season. And I wanted to roll into your senior year as well. And here at the Citadel, it's a little different. Everything's unique here. So the captain position isn't just the captain on the field, but it's the captain within the Corps Cadets. And you hold like a very high rank within the Corps Cadets. You're a sword-bearing person. The freshmen end up saluting you when they walk past you. And, there's a lot that comes with it. And it's a stressful job, but it's also a job that you enjoy. And it makes you, put your chest out a little bit. But as you spoke about with the number 0, we take a lot of people here. Like the Citadel, we have a lot of walk-ons that we appreciate because that's what made the team roll. And we're fighting for eligible numbers. So what the coaching staff decided to do this year, and I'll be the first person to wear the number 0, is every team military captain from this point forward wear the number 0. One, to help us out with eligible numbers. However, for everyone inside Johnson Haygood to know exactly where the team captain is on Saturdays.
Nice.
Man, what an incredible thing. And you get to be the first one. I mean,
yes,
that's got to be a special as well to know that you're going to be the first guy to wear that number 0, for the Citadel. And then that'll be something that will live in infamy from that time forward, man. So talk a little bit about when you said the other part that went along with being a captain, the school part. Talk about that. Let people know, what does that mean outside?
Well, just a great story. Javante Middleton, he'll be walking out there today. At the Citadel with 0, the first military academy, the first military captain to wear the number 0 at the Citadel today as they take on Chattanooga at 1 o'clock. up there in Charleston, South Carolina. Great kid. Got to love him. Check out the story on the PrepSportsReport.com. Also, don't forget, there's plenty of more stories on the Prep Sports Report you can check out. All right, I got them connected. They're waiting. We're going to be back in 3 minutes. Happy anniversary to the Savannah Bananas. Hey, we got to talk to the two people that are responsible for this stuff. That's, of course, the man, Jesse Cole, but really the lady who runs the whole show, Emily Cole. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're watching the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live from Coach's Corner. Got to look at my fingers to which one I get, and it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Emily and Jesse, 3 minutes. We'll be right back.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Kabish. If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive, and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report every Saturday morning, live from, wrong finger again, Coach's Corner. John Henderson's walking around here getting everything ready. Big show last night, the Love Handles. Tonight we got the tribute band, Sweet Melissa, the Whipping Post, Statesboro Blues. You love the Allman Brothers? They're going to be here tonight in the Sound Garden. Go to Eventbrite, go to Coach's Corner website, get your tickets tonight. Big show, really, really big show. Well, that's a great segue. I'm glad you could join me. It's Saturday morning, a little chilly outside, but hey, they have a really big show down the block here, down the block from Coach's Corner. Emily and Jesse, John says hello, or as we say in New York, yo. But they've done a great job. Here's something that was on the internet. It's 2 minutes, the 5 greatest things that happened so far for the Savannah Bananas. Let's hope it works.
February 25th, 2016, a day we'll never forget. We were nothing until that day. That day we became the Savannah Bananas, and everything started for us.
Before the 2017 season, somebody said, well, what if the whole team wears kilts? And as soon as it was said out loud, there was really no going back from that. Half the guys were just like cracking up, laughing, loving it, and the other half were like, are you serious right now? Like, I'm gonna wear a skirt. But it turned into something that I think they really fully embraced. And now, obviously, it's a tradition here at Grayson Stadium, and you can't skip the St. Patrick's Day in July game.
I remember watching it from home. I was watching the live stream along with everybody else. All of our fans got to see this stuff like real time. And so we were seeing it at the same time everyone else was, but this is the first time our fans really got to hear that we were having this thing. And I remember, dude, the comments were just blowing up. People were just like, thank you so much for having this. Because, I mean, we were providing an escape for people.
Actually, my family was here during that season when Darius was on the first base line. And I just remember my sister being like, who is that guy? I have been watching him this whole entire time. I don't even know what's going on in the game, but he is incredible. So I remember telling her that he actually doesn't play baseball, that he's just a professional dancer, and that he's amazing. And they loved it. They were watching him the entire time.
I wish we would have had a TV crew like documenting this thing, because it was truly a storybook ending. To go from no name to like never selling tickets, to then selling out some games, to all of a sudden like making the playoffs, winning the championship all in the first season. It was nothing short of just, it was theater. It was an absolute theatrical moment, and one we'll probably never forget.
And you got to join the experience. If you're not part of the Bananas Insiders, go to Facebook, join. I'm a monthly subscriber. Hey, and here's my Christmas present to me and my wife. Hey, back in the 70s, buddy, I lived this tie-dye funky stuff, and I'm repping the Savannah Bananas today, but I'm telling you right now, I got to thank the good Lord that they brought baseball back to Grayson Stadium. It's alive. It's kicking. It's a lot of fun. Next week starts the first game. Joining us now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, Jesse, you might be always on the hot seat. Emily, you're not. The owners of the Savannah Bananas, Emily and Jesse Cole. Thanks, guys, for coming on.
Good morning.
How we doing, Carl?
Hey, I'm doing great. I know you two got to watch two little ones running around back. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be crazy over there at the Cole household.
Yeah, we have a short window here of where they're quiet.
Yes. Hopefully they'll be well.
Hey, just give them a book.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, once again, I'm doing this personally. You guys have done a great job. You've made Savannah alive again with baseball. Baseball fanatic. I know we got to discuss Bunting stinks. I can't say it. It's not. It's a everybody's show here, so I can't say what you guys say. But once again, great job, and the community really appreciates what you're doing over there. To both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a wild 5 years. I mean, it's crazy to think about this time. 5 years ago, we just named the team the Bananas, and Emily and I were sleeping on an airbed. No one really had bought tickets, and barely anyone had bought merchandise. And to see where it's come, and big gratitude toward.
You out there in Tybee Island? Is the internet connection good?
No, we're here. We got strong internet. We're good.
Okay, so this whole thing came to fruition 5 years ago. I remember when you guys came in, and when you named it Bananas. I don't know if I told you or Jared that I got to stop talking. I'm Italian here with my hands. You know what I mean? I told Jared, the Bananas were, but it was a great name. And I've told you guys this story. My son played minor league baseball. I was in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I had my Savannah Bananas shirt on. The guy goes, I've heard about them. Is it for real? I said, yeah, it's for real. Okay. So, I mean, it's just a great concept. So, putting everything up and making that big move from what was it? South Carolina. I'm getting
just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right. Making that move. What made you guys want to do this? And especially do two teams at one time?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for us, it was, kind of things happened by coincidence. And for us, I proposed to Emily on August 4th, 2014 in Gastonia in front of a sold out crowd in the yellow tuxedo. And thank goodness she said yes. And then the next week, she surprised me with a trip to Savannah. And it was my first time in the city. And we went to the game, and it was a minor league team playing there, the former team. And there was only 200 fans in the ballpark. But when I walked into the stadium, I mean, Emily saw me. I was like a kid in a candy store. You know, I fell in love with the history of the ballpark and the majestic feel of it. And that night, we called the commissioner of the league and said, if this team ever leaves, we're coming to Savannah. And Emily was like, all right, we'll see about that. And it all came to true.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they did jump ship and they did leave, and you guys came in at the right time. And the whole concept of making baseball fun again has really been exciting. So Emily, you know, you're behind the scenes, and you know, Jesse's always in that bright yellow tuxedo. Emily, I promised him if he gets me to sing the national anthem, I'll go get a pink one, but he hasn't invited me yet. So I've been practicing. So
that's great. You should.
But you know, you're behind the scenes and doing this. Tell us what happens behind the scenes, you know, that you got to take care of. You take care of all the merchandise and what else is going on. What's it like for you?
Yeah, our team has grown so much because those responsibilities have grown. You know, as our bar raises over the years, each year we just want to provide a better and a better experience. And so we've got teams on logistics and operations and food and bev and merchandise, and all of that stuff is things that we plan throughout the year so that when we do open up those gates in the spring, you know, we're ready to put on a show for them. And so, yeah, you see a lot of the entertainment, what Jesse does on the field, but we just have such an unbelievable team behind the scenes, putting in that thought, that pre-thought ahead of time to order the right amount of things, to do the studies and find the reports of what people want to eat at what time of night. And there work that goes into it to make sure that we're providing the best fan experience. And that's the stuff that I love.
And Emily's very humble, but she's the heart of this team. And as far as the core, the culture, and when she started, she was responsible for hiring everyone. And we're so lucky she brought on Marie, who became our fans' first director, that now leads that effort. But she's the heart. She makes sure, you know, our staff and our team is cared for, and that we're doing the right thing for our fans and for our people. And I think a lot of the success we've had is because of the behind the scenes. I'm showy and crazy and wild, but she's making sure that we care for people more than anything. And I think that's what made the Bananas successful.
Well, Jesse, behind every great man's a greater woman, and you got one right there on the side.
You're not kidding.
But I mean, it's just fun. If you're watching, you're joining in. It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Sport, the coach at AD, who's at Lacrosse game that right now with his son, which comes first. Okay. And we're talking to the owners of the Savannah Bananas, Jesse and Emily Cole, and it's been such a great ride. So, you know, Jesse, I mean, you get out there and do all the fun and everything else, but loyalty, you just said Marie, Lizzie, Jared. I mean, these guys have been with you from day one. The loyalty that comes with the Bananas is definitely given. What keeps these people here? What makes them want to do this?
I think one of the best things that we provide is just that every day is different and unknown, and there's a challenge ahead of them. And Jesse really does that for our team. Is we continue to, like I said earlier, raise that bar, and we constantly have new projects and new things that we're working on. And so, yeah, our staff is very young and they're just hungry and they want to get experience. And so I'm proud of the fact that our job is not the same every day. You know, these kids are coming out of college, and where a lot of people kind of get stuck behind a desk and they're doing the same thing from 9 to 5. Our staff, our team is getting to have these new experiences and travel and learn different things, even outside of our industry, that they bring back to our industry. And so we're proud of that, just the different experiences that they have been opened up to.
And Karl, I think if you put it in perspective, you know, when COVID hit this time last year and we shut down the office and went home, and the first thing we said is that, hey, no one is losing their job. Everyone is safe. No one's salary is changing. We're going to find a way. And we took a 7-figure hit, Karl, this past season because of social distancing. I mean, a massive hit, but no one lost their job. And in the first couple of weeks of stay at home, Emily said, let's go grocery shopping for our people. And we literally went grocery shopping, brought food to all their doors. And then after, in the fall, going into the holiday season, we surprised the whole team with a $500 gift card, each person, to go to the Tanger outlets and shop. And it's focusing on long-term people, human connection, fans, not short-term profits. We may have taken a hit, but these people matter more to us in the long run. And that's been a lot of Emily. And Karl, we've hired 2 more people full time. We're a bigger staff than we've ever been during COVID, and we just brought in more interns. I mean, we are growing, and I think that's important testament to our people and our culture.
All right, here's a curveball. You guys are big baseball people. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Jeez. The question that's asked 5 million times.
Our office is always joking about this.
You go. What do you got?
I would say no. I would say it's its own beautiful thing.
Beautiful. You never said beautiful. Well, I guess the debate is if it's between bread, it's a sandwich. So, but it's a hot dog. So, yes, I'm going to take the fifth.
Hey, but you're the biggest hot dog and you're in a yellow tuxedo, but I didn't say.
I got to tell you the story. Back in Gastonia with our former team, Emily would dress up every night in a hot dog costume. I fell in love with a girl that dressed up as a hot dog costume in the middle of the summer. And I said, it's a testament to her. Someone would say, I want a hot dog. And I would deliver Emily up to the stands and it didn't work out that well.
Yeah, but she's got somebody in a yellow tuxedo that's a big banana. So
I know, and she's still married to me, and we got a banana baby, so it's working out.
Keep the food in the family. Okay. All right. Next concept. I mean, you guys are given to the community. You're given to your employees. Okay. Another big step. Emily, you wrote a children's book. You wrote a kid's book. Tell us how that all happened. There it is.
So honestly, I mean, Jesse wrote a book a couple of years ago, Find Your Yellow Tux, and I was just able to see the impact that it made on adults around the world. I mean, he's so fortunate. We're fortunate that we get messages from people all over the world about the impact that it made on their family or their business. And so as we entered a different chapter of our lives and became parents, this whole new genre opened up to me of kids' book. I'd never thought about it before, but kids are such a big demographic for us. And so kind of combining all those thoughts of, hey, Jesse was able to impact so many adults. And now I see the kids out there and how we're molding their minds at such a young age. Those things just kind of came together for me to say, I want to hit this demographic. I want to touch these little fans while they're at home. I want them to think about the Bananas when they're not at the ballpark. And so yeah, it was just a concept that came together actually in 2019. We started working on it. And so we're 2 years out from the start, but just so proud of how it's come full circle. And now we have all these little banana fans that we can impact with this book.
Yeah, I got to get a copy. I got to get a copy to read it. I mean, it reminds me, I think one of your great social media posts, I don't know where I heard somebody reading the book. I think it might've been you. It reminded me of Dr. Seuss. You keep it simple for you and me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, she's a rhymer. So whenever we celebrate our team every quarter, she rhymes and it's hilarious. So she made the whole book rhyme. We even have sayings where our kids will say, when we say Savannah, you say banana, because we know when you get the kids involved, it becomes a better book, a better experience for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So she took all that and it's crazy. In the first few hours, sold hundreds of copies. And we're just so appreciative of Bananas Nation for supporting the book.
Hey, great concept. Okay. Now, we got to end this. I got my next guest on because I love honoring the kids in the community, Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week. But here, I just played the 5 greatest moments that you guys posted on social media. Now, Jesse, there's no ducking this. We'll let Lady goes first. Emily, what's your greatest moment after 5 years of being with the Bananas? I know it happened 2 years before that when you met him. Let's throw that out the window. Something with the Bananas.
Okay, so I'm going to say a couple different things. My overall favorite moments all the time is going to be our nightly chats with our staff after each game. It's just the camaraderie between our group. It's not a one-time thing. It's an every night. It's a nightly, and it gives us purpose. That's why we do it. But going back to naming the team the Bananas, I guess would be probably looking back on life, that will be one of the biggest moments for us. It was such a daring thing to do. And we did have a lot of pushback, but we believed in it so much. And so that makes me proud of our whole team for just following through and not ducking back at the last minute and going with a safer bet. I'm really grateful that we did it because it has opened up the possibilities of what the Bananas have become.
Quickly, number 1, it's yet to come. Our best moment is yet to come. I'm going to go up and tell you.
Come on.
And then here's the real answer. All right. But that is the real answer. We're going to have moments in the next 5 years that people have never seen before as we take the show all over the world. It's going to be epic. The moment is not in the top 5. It was a moment that on opening night, 2016, it's pouring rain. Fans are showing up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, decked out in banana gear, banana suits. They're waiting. They flood the stadium, use of words there, because it was raining and they couldn't get covered. So they came into the stadium. And it poured. The game didn't start till 9 o'clock. And I'm out in the field. We had our Banana Nanas dance. We had the players coming on trolleys. And I look up in the stadium, and not one fan had left. 4,000 fans soaking wet, waiting for the first game of the Bananas. I knew we had something special there, and it hasn't slowed down since.
I know you're going to laugh. I was across the street at Daffin Park with a soccer game going on. And it was like it's pouring out. They're still waiting to get into this stadium.
Yeah.
So, it's things that people haven't seen. Like you said, getting together with your employees, and of course, which is your family. And then, of course, Jesse, with what's going to come. I'm waiting to see. And last thing, you guys are always giving congratulations on the daughter. And Jesse, the boy, is fine. Wait till she gets a little older, Jesse. You're going to have to start worrying there, buddy.
Yes, our amazing foster daughter. She's already wrapped around. I can't hang.
She is so wrapped around his finger.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hey, I have a daughter. Nobody knows about her, Michelle. I got 2 sons that everybody knows about. Daddy's little girl. It'll always be Daddy's little girl.
Yeah.
Hey, once again, from me to you and from the Savannah community, thank you for being part of Savannah, because you are Savannians now.
Yes.
A little banana, but we'll take that too. So
thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Thank you.
And I know a lot of people don't say this. The baseball is good too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Peace out.
Thanks, guys.
Great job by Emily and Jesse Cole. You got to love them. They do a great job at Grayson Stadium. I love it. You love it. Go check it out. Next week, March 13th, I think they're probably sold out. They got a St. Patrick's game coming in. I'll give you the lineup pretty soon, but waiting patiently in the waiting room. All right, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week, only 2 years at Memorial Day School, scores over 1,000 points, does a great job, gets into the playoffs again. They make a deep run, fall short, but I'm excited about talking to the Matador, George White. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. The coach and AD. The AD's playing a little lacrosse over at Specialty Sports Stadium. So he's going to jump in whenever he gets finished with that. We'll be right back after 3 minutes. 3 minutes, George, I promise you. You're up next. Start practicing your foul shots.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From Come Get Equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone, capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive, and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Coach and AD. Where's the AD? But anyway, it's on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live from Coach's Corner, all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Like I say, there's 5 shows now going live on Wednesday nights, 6 o'clock. Rubbing and Grubbing on Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock. The Coach and AD. Okay? I'm having fun doing this. It's a lot of fun. And then we got when there's a major golf show, major golf tournament, we have a golf show called the 19th Hole out at the Henderson Cabin on the soundstage with the Herb brothers. You got to check it out. It's unbelievable. Then, of course, 2 podcasts, Hot Grids podcast with Spencer Maddox, Travis Jadon. Go check it out. 55 episodes. They took a little beating in the bowling tournament, but I didn't say that. Then, of course, we're going to start a new one. The Who's On First Major League Baseball show with the coach and the fanatic, Kyle Lawson, will be starting next week, all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I say this, I've been saying this since I've been on the radio or the internet since 2010. I've been doing it since 2000. I want to honor the good kids, the kids that have done something special. It's called, and this man's been with me since day one, Dr. Bart Wetherington, and of course his wife, Lisa Wetherington, with the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. This young man, 2 seasons at Memorial Day School, over 1,000 points, hard worker on and off the court, never stops going, had a great career. Hopefully we can get him at the next level, but he's waiting patiently. This week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Memorial Day School, senior basketball player George White. And I heard he might be playing a little baseball. Good morning, George. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning.
So, I heard a little baseball. Have you ever done baseball before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the way I was told that, I thought maybe you didn't have any baseball experience. But anyway, once again, congratulations on a great career. What was it like when you scored that 1,000 point in only 2 years?
Yeah, it felt good. I wasn't expecting it to come that easy, but I did it.
You sure did. You did it, and you did it over at Memorial Day School. Great career. Now, we're talking about you played baseball, you played basketball. When did you start playing sports? Was it 2, 3 years old? When did this all begin for George White?
I started basketball at 5, and I started playing baseball at 7. And I played football growing up, too. But
you played football. When did you give up the football?
I just stopped. I don't know.
you don't know. So, what do you believe you brought to the game, or you brought to the Memorial Day School basketball program? What did you bring to him? A skill, mental trait? What did you bring to that program?
I believe I brought leadership there, like help us get farther in the season, like take control of the team.
Being one of the leaders on the team, and you had Coach Todd O'Neill, does a great job, legendary basketball player here in Savannah, Georgia. Tell us about Coach. What has he helped you with?
He helped me get better. Like working with O'Neill, it's an honor to work with O'Neill. He got me prepared for the season. Told me to help the team, help me lead the team, talk to me after every game, after every practice. So what I was doing wrong, what I was doing right, and everything.
Now, of course, this year we have to deal with COVID-19, small crowds. You can't be around other people. So how did you deal with COVID-19 and playing in front of these small crowds? Because it was your senior year. So tell us about that.
And the crowd didn't really matter. I just wanted to play basketball. I mean, it's an honor having my family came to almost every game. As long as my family there, I just want to play basketball though.
So it didn't matter if you had one person in the stand or you had 50 people in the stands or 500, you were happy just to play.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, as far as COVID-19 goes, did you ever worry that they might cancel the seasons on your senior year?
Yes, sir. A couple of games got canceled due to COVID-19 and everything. So I was nervous. Just in that easy.
Well, you guys got through the season. You made a great run to the quarterfinals. Okay. You would have wanted to go further. You won the region championship. What was the high point of the season for you?
Probably toward the end of the season. That's when everyone started to lock in and focus. They knew we needed to leave it all on the court.
And you had some outstanding games against Robert Toombs Christian Academy. What was the most exciting game for you?
The region championship.
What was exciting about it?
It was a great atmosphere. Like everybody came out to play. It was just a fun game.
And coaches always want their players to set goals, to work together. So what was the moment in the season that George felt that your team finally came together?
The region championship game. Because we usually have our ups and downs in the locker room during halftime when we're down and everything. It's like we talked it out and we came out with the win.
Nice. You're watching the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. We're at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week with senior basketball player from Memorial Day School. Scored his 1,000th point this year. He did it in only 2 years. When you scored that 1,000th point, how did it make you feel?
I felt good. I felt like a new person. I felt like I was prepared to go to the NBA or something.
You want to get to the next level like everybody else does. Now, there's a lot of, Memorial Day School, I think, is K through 12, and you got a lot of young kids there. If one of those young kids came up to you and said, George, how can I be like you? How can I get where you've gotten so far? What would you tell them?
I tell them just work and commit to basketball a lot. Focus and lock in.
So what does the future look like for George? I mean, any college offers, any college fields? You want to get to the next level?
I want to play at the next level, but I want to play college basketball and then professional. But if that don't work out, I'm pursue a career in probably physical therapy. Nice.
Good. It's a good field. You make some good money. I'm not going to turn you away, but keep teaching and coaching. You got to love it for what you're doing, not for the money. So
yes, sir.
So, I mean, you have a great career. You've played a lot of sports, football, basketball, baseball. And, behind every great kid is a great family. Tell us about your family, how they helped you get where you're at.
They helped a lot. They came to almost every basketball game. We all had T-shirts of me on it my senior year. Everyone came together.
Well, they've done a good job raising you. I heard you work hard in the classroom. What's it like for you at Memorial Day School as far as academics and going to school there?
I'm an honor roll student, and it's a nice school. Like the teachers, they're all there for you. Like they want you to be the pass and get to college in.
Nice. Any favorite teacher over there?
Not really. I mean, every teacher the same. I don't really lie.
That's a good answer right there. So, but anyway, you've done a great job. Any advice you would say to your future or your teammates or anybody about playing basketball at Memorial Day School?
You just got to listen a lot. Coach is always right.
Coach is always right. You want to come play for me? I love for my kids to say that. So, but anyway, you've done a great job. Congratulations. Keep it up. And when you find a school and you're about to announce where you're going, let me know because I want to publicize it. Keep up the great work. And I'm glad you had a great career over at Memorial Day School. And once again, as you guys say over there now, go Matadors.
Yes, sir. Go Matadors.
Thanks, George. Good job.
All righty.
I'll talk to you.
All righty.
And that's George White. Scored over 1,000 points in 2 years at Memorial Day School. This week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. And if you missed any of the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic's Athlete of the Week, you can go watch it again on YouTube, on Facebook. I don't know if they record them on Twitter, but I will be posting all previous shows on YouTube so you guys can go check out the previous Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athletes Week. YouTube, when you go there, subscribe. Help me out. The more people I get, the more people see this and they see, about our local sports and our local news. Way back when, my next guest, he was all part of this way back in his country day years, went and played a little golf at South Carolina, got a big chance to play on the PGA tours, won a couple of big events on TV, no less, too. But I'm glad to have him back. We're catching up with the man himself, former country day golfer, former Gamecock golfer, former PGA golfer, and he now is a pickleball expert. That's right, Mark Silvers. You're watching the Coach and AD live on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Mark, we'll be back in 3 minutes.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Kabish. If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive, and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And good morning, Savannah and the Low Country. That's right. It's the coach and AD. The AD's hanging out at Calvary Day School because there's a big middle school lacrosse event going on. They're playing games from 9 o'clock till 3 o'clock. He's supervising it. Hopefully he'll jump in. I was hoping he'd get in here to talk a little with Mark Silvers, but Chad Griffin does a great job. Gotta love him. And it's all part of the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, live from Coach's Corner. Got it straight. All part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Well, we followed this young man. I followed him playing golf at Country Day. He was part of that little group there back in the early 2000s that were competing against each other. We had a lot of young, talented, young gun golfers. They've gone on to, bigger and better things. He went over to South Carolina, outstanding golf career in college, then went on the PGA Tour. And once again, we're going to catch up with him. And he's helping another young Hornet himself, Reed Lotter. Go check it out on the Prep Sports Report, the article about Reed Lotter getting into the Savannah Corn Ferry Tournament, the Club Car Tournament at the end of the month. But he's on the hot seat right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Good friend. Always love talking to this guy. And it's been a long time, for at least 15 years now, Mark Silvers. Mark, always a pleasure having you on.
Good morning, Coach. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's a Saturday morning. There's a lot of golf going on. Why not go to somebody that's been there, lived it, and is still helping out back, giving back to the game?
Well, I can tell you at this stage in my career, I've seen just about everything. So fire away.
Fire away. All right. So, it's been a year, not a year, probably about 6 months since we talked. So what is Mark Silvers doing now? I know I asked you this on the phone, but tell people where you're at, what you're doing, and what you're going about besides playing a lot of pickleball.
Well, that pretty much sums it up. Golf. It's been an interesting year for everybody, and we were not exempt from that. I had a card up in Canada that got canceled this year. Q School was canceled this year. The mini tours were limited for most of 2020. And for somebody who was kind of my age and at my stage in the career, it was kind of up in the air about whether to wait it out or to move forward. So at the current time, kind of seeking some opportunities off the golf course.
Well, you've always been involved in golf, and a great story came out. Let me get it right now. The Savannah Club Car Championship at the Landings on March 25th, 28th is going to have two people you know very well. A young guy that's only 16, Reed Lauder, and an older guy that's a little older than you, Tim O'Neill, will be playing in it. So what's it like when you come back and play in a local tournament where you live?
It's a lot. It's definitely a bit of a double-edged sword. I got a little experience playing the Georgia Open out at the Ford Plantation a couple of times, and the Corn Ferry event out at the Landings. It's great because you're familiar with the golf courses, you're familiar with the weather, familiar with the people, but it comes along with some expectations. Golf is a fickle game. You can be playing well one week, not well. You could be playing on a golf course that you've played a million times, but if you're not playing well, it unfortunately doesn't matter. So, if you can just kind of tune everything out, and it's way easier said than done, but just try to play it as a go about it as just another golf tournament. The local guys should be able to do very well.
Now, I'm going to ask you about Tim O'Neill first. This guy, he has persevered so long in the game of golf, and he's still going at it. And I wouldn't doubt we see him on the PGA Champions Tour when he turns 50, because he's done everything else. He's done everything since then. How does he persevere so long? How does he keep on doing this grind?
Tim is the fountain of youth. Tim has not aged since I met him when I was like 13 years old at Bacon Park. I joked, I think we were out in Boise one year grabbing a pizza at a web.com tour event, and they carded him. And I was like, yeah, I made the waitress ask how old she thought he was. And nobody's ever within 15 years. It's incredible. He's hitting it great. He's still shooting a lot of low scores. And Timmy's got just as much game as he ever has. And
nice.
Look out when he turns 50, because he could do some serious damage out there with those guys.
Well, Gene Sowers is holding his own out there too, and Gene very well.
Yep.
Gene's sustained all that golf energy for I don't know how long.
Yeah, no, Gino is probably the most naturally gifted person that I've ever been around, as far as just being able to pick up a golf club and hit a ball straight, and he's got the right demeanor for it. Doesn't get too high, too low, and that's what you need in this sport. If you ride the waves, there's going to be some highs and some lows. You got to kind of find that middle ground.
Wow, it's just amazing how long he's doing this. And our boy who you competed in high school and college, Brian Harmon, is still going at it on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, speaking of naturally gifted, Brian's had the same golf swing since we were 12 years old. And Brian has that that self-confidence, and he hits it so well. He's just one of those guys that I would find it hard to believe that he won't be out there for another 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, he's going strong. So you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, the Coach at AD, right here at Coach's Corner on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I'm talking to pro golfer Mark Silvers, Country Day, South Carolina. He's been part of those programs. And it seems like there's such a line or a lineage of, and I'm taking a line from Travis Judon's article on the Prep Sports Board about Reed Lauder, but it seems like there's always groups of kids that come through that, we know that they're going to get to the next level. There's a younger group right now, Savannah Junior Golf or wherever they're playing, U.S. Junior Golf, that are going to get there too. But Reed Lauder, this kid seems, I had him on my show when he was 12 years old. It's very special, and that's only 4 years ago, and I can't believe the maturity that this kid is going through right now.
Yeah, no, Reed's a very focused young man, lives and breathes golf. And he's got that right attitude, which, I've played a handful of rounds of golf with him. I walked 9 holes with the Country Day team last week, and he just, doesn't get upset, doesn't get too excited. I actually was a volunteer scorer for the Savannah or for the state junior championship at the Savannah Golf Club this summer. And, he made an unfortunate double on the first hole, which, a lot of teens that would derail their whole day. And he fought it off and fought back and had a solid finish. And, you can tell a lot by watching how somebody handles adversity on the golf course. And, he's got the right temperament to, to handle something like this event at the landings, because you've got to have that maturity. You've got to have that ability to kind of focus no matter what's going on around you.
And, I was once told that, I forget who it was. I don't know if it was a former principal or headmaster. Someone told me that you can tell a person's personality or, attitude or how they going to live by the way they play the game of golf.
No doubt. You can tell everything that you need to be able to tell about somebody in a round of golf. That is for sure.
It's simply amazing. Now, he's coming back. His home course is the landings.
Mm-hmm.
I think he held the record like at a 63, and I think the pro there shot a 62.
Mm-hmm.
So him playing in his backyard, does that give him an advantage in this club car tournament?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the golf course is probably going to be different than what he's used to. So I think, making sure he gets a little bit of practice in during the week of is going to be big, because I'm sure, if the tour has their way, the greens will be a little firmer. They'll be a little faster. Maybe a couple of pin positions that he hasn't seen, but absolutely. I mean, the level of comfort, knowing where his birdie opportunities are, knowing which pins to shoot at, knowing which pins not to shoot at, where the right misses are. That's a huge advantage. The tough part is just going to be all the excitement and the support around him. I know for me, when I played a few years ago, that's the toughest part. It's not the actual golf. It's honing in on what you need to do on the golf course.
So what I can tell is what you're saying, it's between the ears, right?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's as no matter whether you're playing on your home course or across the world, it's unfortunately golf is all between the ears.
So, all right, we're going to go into your golf history here. Your most memorable golf moment for Mark Silvers, and you've played a lot of golf, buddy.
Ooh, I would say it's the most memorable and the least memorable, because I remember the first tee at the U.S. Open, the first one I played in. My first year as a pro, I just remember, I don't even remember playing the first hole. I made a birdie, but I was so nervous. I thought I was going to miss the entire golf ball. I was going to look down and there was going to be a divot somewhere down there, and the ball still sitting on the tee. So yeah, just the long drive down to the first tee at Pebble. I've felt nerves, but I've never felt anything like that. It was almost like paralysis, and then winning up in Canada was another good one. I had a weird kind of opposite feeling, kind of a calm throughout that week that kind of took me to the end. So it's just amazing the different emotions that you feel out on the golf course in certain situations. But I would have to say that first tee in Pebble Beach was something that I'd never felt before.
Not even your big TV win, eh?
No, I mean, that is certainly up there. But yeah, I mean, the first tee at a major, there's nothing. Oh. There's nothing that can compare to it. The big break was an incredible experience and something I'm very, very proud of. But the feeling around the tee box at the U.S. Open is just something you can't replicate.
Well, I can't tell you. I'm just a hacker, so it never goes straight. It goes left to right. But I can imagine being a golfer and getting to an iconic tournament at an iconic golf course. I mean, it definitely would be nerve-wracking if you ask me.
Yes.
So, all right. Next question for you. Toughest golf course you ever played on?
Ooh, toughest golf course I've ever played on. I would say in a tournament, it was probably Pebble. I think even par won that week just because, it truthfully on any normal day, it's really not a super difficult golf course. I mean, the guys kind of tear it up in the Pro-Am. But in the greens were so fast and hard. The rough was so tall. You could not make a mistake. You could not make a mistake at all. It was I've never seen anything like it. And obviously the other one would be Chambers Bay, where I played the U.S. Open a few years later. It was just brutal. There was you'd hit a decent shot and it would end up 50 yards from where you were looking.
Well, I've never got to I do have claim to fame. I did play Beth Page Black and I did play Shinnecock.
Nice.
But I ain't gonna tell you my scores, okay? And I don't know how many dozen balls I lost. So, but I remember vividly, the black horse at Beth Page. We waited almost 5 hours just to get there to play. I mean, we camped out. We got there at 3:00 in the morning and camped out so we can get out there and play. So it's unbelievable. So it makes you all right. We'll end it here. Savannah produces a lot of top-notch young golfers and golfers that go on to the next level, like you, Brian, Tim, Gene. I mean, it's been a bunch of people. What's it about Savannah? Is it something in the water that golf is like? It produces a lot of great young golfers.
Well, I can tell you, I mean, we've got a good climate for it. We've got good golf courses, and we've got an awesome community here that really rallies around our athletes. When they decided to move at the time the web.com tour event here, I was telling everybody Savannah is one of the coolest places because everybody in this town is starved for sports. And whether it's golf, basketball, baseball, football, I've never felt, I can't imagine a place where I could have felt more support from my town. And when somebody has some talent and they start making a name for himself, you really feel propped up by the people around you. And I think that's a big thing, especially at that age.
Yeah, I mean, it's something special. Okay, we're going to get you out the door here, but I got one question for you. I've been asking all my guests this morning. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, absolutely not. No.
And I know you golfers love your hot dogs.
I will crush a hot dog, but it is absolutely not a sandwich. What is the overwhelming opinion on that? I do have to know.
It's not a sandwich. Everybody says it's got its own identity, its own entity. I mean, it's not a sandwich, even though the definition of a sandwich is putting meat between two slices of bread. I mean, you're putting it between the bun.
Yeah. Well, and most of the time, I can't even claim to know what's in a hot dog. So I don't. I feel like the hot dog itself is an enigma, along with what it actually is categorized as.
That's definitely a good one.
Still gonna eat them though.
Well, keep in touch, and when they start doing the 19th hole here, when they do the major championships, I'm going to make sure they get you on that show because what better way than to get a guy that's played at these iconic golf courses and golf has been a big part of his life. You'll love it. These two guys, the Herb brothers, they'll have you rolling, but they know their golf stuff.
I can't wait. I'd love to. I still get fired up to watch the majors.
So I appreciate it, Mark. And quick question. So Reed Lotter, real deal?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he hits it far. He hits it high. His short game is great. He's got what it takes.
I'm looking forward to the end of the month to watch what he does over there at the landings. I think it's the Deer Creek Club, right?
It is. Yeah.
So
yeah.
So, I just got a chat here from the producer of the 19th hole. They want you on.
Let's
Sean
go.
And Brent Herb want Mark Silvers on. We're going to get you on there, buddy.
Looking forward to it.
You'll have a lot of fun. Hey, keep in touch. And once again, I know your favorite thing right now is to play that little pickleball, but I know you'll get that golf swing itch again.
Absolutely. Well, when the weather gets good, I'm a fair weather golfer now. I know I'll be back out there grinding on the driving range.
I got you on that one. Thanks, Mark. Have a good one.
All right, Coach. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too.
Bye.
Once again, Mark Silvers, first class, never turned me down for an interview. Always promoting Savannah sports, Savannah golf, and we got to get him on the 19th hole, Lawrence Bennett, because you want a guy that knows about golf. I mean, played Pebble Beach. I mean, he's probably played all the major golf courses here in the United States. We got to get him on. All right. While we take a 3-minute break here, I'm going to try and hook up with the co-host of Hot Grids podcast, Travis Jadon, talk a little bit Windsor Forest basketball tonight. You're watching the coach and AD. The AD is at Calvary Day School running a youth middle school lacrosse event for the whole day from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. You want to watch some lacrosse, get over to Calvary Day School, and then I'll catch up with the other news later on at the end of the show. We'll be back in 3 minutes. The Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone, capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Coach and AD, and the AD is here. He is here. He's hopped back on. We found him after almost an hour and 15 minutes of the show, but you got to love it. Chad Griffin, Karl DeMasi, the Coach and AD on the Coach's Corner Sports Network on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. I know it's a busy day for you, buddy, but at least you got the last 3 or 4 minutes. You can jump and join in. How's it going over there with all the lacrosse?
It's fun, man. It's tons of kids and all that, and so we got the Low Country Lacrosse Middle School League, and so there's a ton of teams in this league, from Richmond Hill to Effingham, Calvary, Savannah Country Day. Just Bluffton's in it as well. So what happens is each Saturday, one team is basically the host site, or one school gets to be the host site for it, and so there's lacrosse all day here today until about 4 o'clock. And so it's just great. It's great to see how this sport is grown and developed over the last couple of years. And, with all these places involved, man. So it's great. A little bit different weather than what we had last week. We went from 80 degrees and we thought spring was coming to now it's back to, looks like we'll have one more week of winter here in the South.
Well, it's got to be a lot of fun watching all these kids play a sport, Chad. It's considered the fastest game on 2 feet. That has grown so big here in the South.
Yeah, it is, man. It's just great to see this many kids out in this, as their understanding of the game grows. I mean, you got great coaches all around that are coming to, really getting involved in the game. And so it's fun. It is. It's really good.
So what, as far as what else, we got baseball at Grayson Stadium today. You got 2 games over there. Cavaliers.
Well, it's kind of like Pack the Park Day. So we had JV this morning at 10. Then there's a varsity game. I think it's 10, 1, 4, and 7 today. And so the 4 o'clock game is Habersham and your Island Sharks, I believe.
Yeah, 1 o'clock. They're taking on the Cavaliers at 1 o'clock also.
Yeah, and so 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock game for you guys, and then 7 o'clock tonight we end again with Claxton. So be a long day over there at Grayson, and a long night last night as well. We had soccer here and baseball over at Grayson. But hey, man, it's spring sports, and it's great to have. I know you probably talked some basketball along the line. Windsor Forest in the Final Four. So once again, just another Savannah team get to rep and see if they can get to the finals.
Well, I know we don't talk much about what goes on over the bridge in Hilton Head, but the Hilton Head Christian girls, 3 state titles in a row. Kenny Conroy, which you know from Bible Baptist, great guy. And now the Hilton Head High School Seahawks boys team, first time ever in the state championship over there in South Carolina too. So we still got a little round ball with a little low country across the bridge and a little coastal empire over here on our side of the bridge, still playing a little round ball.
Yeah, so it is. It's great to see that. I love Kenny Conroy. He's one of my favorite people, and he's just done a tremendous job building that program over there, and 3 straight championships, and they deserve it. They're as good as anyone around this area.
Yeah, they do a good job. And last night, I don't know, I played a little highlight. The man threw another perfect game, and I did give Will Hampton some kudos because he was the first one to throw a perfect game this year for Calvary, okay, on February 23rd. I think it was 11-0. He had 10 strikeouts. Last night, Carter Holton does it again. 16 strikeouts, perfect game. What more can you say about this young man as a freshman and now as a senior?
Yeah, he's just special, man. He's just special. It's it is. It's pretty fun to watch. I'm making sure I get a score right here. And so he's fun to watch from that standpoint. I mean, it's going to be great all year to see how he continues to develop in that BC team and Justin Thomas and those guys. So I guess we're doing a running clock today. All right. Didn't do that in the first game. And then Will Hampton last night as well was 1 hit away from a second perfect game. Nice. Had one infield single, or he'd had his second perfect game as a freshman. So, man, it's just great to see the talent of all these guys here in South Georgia and making a name for themselves and continue to put this place on the map.
Well, it's really exciting, and I know you got to get out of there, and I want to wrap it up here. I got to run over to Savannah State. Savannah State has an inter-squad scrimmage today with football. Hopefully, knock on wood, next week they'll be at Mobile, Alabama in the Gulf Coast Challenge against West Alabama. So they're out there practicing, and then I got to get over to Grayson Stadium to watch the Sharks. Hopefully, watch some of the Calvary game and the Habersham game. So I got a lot going on too. But
there's also some 7-on-7 football action at BC today. Coastal Elite, Team Dimes, Team Caution. Another team out of Florida up there. So there's some 7-on-7 going on. So hotbed of sports in Savannah right now.
It's simply amazing. Hey, keep warm, and I'll talk to you during the day. I might even stop by and see you, unless you stroll over there to Grayson Stadium sometime today.
I'll be at Grayson sometime today. We got 7-on-7 this afternoon, but I'll be there sometime, and I got to grab another jacket. I know that much. I'm up in the press box. I'm still shivering with the window open, so I bet it's warm in the center of sports universe.
A North Carolina boy freezing?
Hey, I've been in the South for a long time, man. I left North Carolina, went to Texas where it was hot as Hades, went to Florida where it's perfect all year round, and then been in South Georgia. And so it's a little, yeah, I'm shivering. I'm not gonna lie. I'm another year older. My birthday was there yesterday, so I'm another year older as well. My blood's getting thinner.
Don't forget, though, I want a little this Milky Way pie that you're getting for your birthday.
Oh yeah, I promise I will bring you a slice of Milky Way cake. It's the best ever. So now everybody said my wife's got to make 2 of them because now everybody wants a piece. So
well, if I can twist Dee's arm, I'm gonna make sure she can make you a chocolate chip cookie pie.
that'd be fantastic. Or some Zeppelis.
Oh, okay. That's me though. I'm trying to get my wife to do it. And you want me to cook Zeppelis.
I hear you.
So, but anyway, all right. I'll talk to you during the day. Stay warm, and once again, at Calvary Day School, lacrosse all day long, 9 to 3. Grayson Stadium, baseball all night long. BC, go over there and get some football all day long. And tonight at 7 o'clock, Windsor Forest going for the Final Four. So we got a lot going here in Savannah, Georgia. Appreciate it, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Carl.
Happy birthday. You're still 29, I know.
Every year, man. Roll that odometer back.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Once again, it's always the coach and AD. The AD's doing his duties over at Calvary Day School. They got a lot of lacrosse going on. That's his stadium, so he's working out. So once again, got a big shout out. I didn't get through all the news when I started. Savannah State finally played a men's basketball the other night. Heartbreaker. I think it was 98-94. They're supposed to be playing 2 this weekend over at Miles College. The girls played their last game back. The women's, sorry, they're not girls anymore. They're women. Okay, over at Savannah State. They played on February 26th. Like I said, they're done. Georgia Southern's in the Sun Belt Conference. The girls got knocked out. Anita Griffin Baker, sorry. Anita Baker Griffin. I always get her name messed up. But Anita, who played at BC, does a great job. The men's team won. What else can I think of? Savannah State baseball will play Wednesday night. They started out last weekend. They were 3-0 against Voorhees. What else am I forgetting? Don't forget, right here at Coach's Corner, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10:30 in the morning, get some breakfast. Larry's Restaurant Crew is over here now with John Henderson's crew. Great breakfast, okay? As Coach Griffin says, you want some country steak or country ham? I don't know what he calls it, okay? But it's really good, okay? Just give me 2 eggs, some sausage, and some grits. I'm fine, all right? And then don't forget, tonight in the Soundgarden, we have the tribute band. You love the Allman Brothers? Packed house last night with the Love Handles. Tonight we got the Allman Brothers, the tribute band. Next week, 30th anniversary for Coach's Corner. Okay? They got Departure coming in. Journey. You're going to love it. Come out. Oh, they got a special Life is Good free music festival tomorrow starting at 2 o'clock. So come out. There's a bunch of guys playing back here. I think his name is Terry Hill or Terry Hall. Passed away, and they're here celebrating music and his life. Come out here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. There's so much going on. Don't forget, gazillion TVs. We got baseball on one. We got golf on another. You got the NCAA conference tournaments coming up. So whatever you want to do, check it out here at Coach's Corner. Well, it's been a solo, almost hour and a half. It's a lot of fun, and like I say, it every show. Okay, before I do that, all right, where did I put my props? Okay. We got to get, of course, this. Okay. Okay, where is it? I got it somewhere. There it is. Okay. Before I end it, remember, we got to mask up. It's not over yet. Okay? You got to make sure you sanitize those hands. Okay? And, of course, you got to social distance. Okay? I love my Coach's Corner face mask. Okay? But once again, whatever you may be doing today, always hit it at the park. And until we see you Wednesday night, the Coach and AD with the Karl DeMasi Sport Wednesday night update, may it be your best week ever. God bless. Talk to you later. Once again, go Knights. Windsor Forest, 7 o'clock tonight. Cross Creek up there in the ATL. Bring it home, Aaron Clark. Bring it home, Knights.